up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wednesday night live stream of the art from Colorful Carl. Little going back on it tonight, getting back to the roots of what we've been working on over here, and I'm gonna do a collaborative face with my dad's stuff. So going through, funny story. I got a random phone call, right, from some guy. I never met him in my life. Actually, yeah, it was a voice message at first, asking if this was the company that he's like, yeah, I don't know who this is. If this is if you guys are in any way related or affiliated with the Official Shit Company. He says, I got this Official Shit credit card that is for people with shitty credit, and I wasn't sure if you guys made those or if that was something you knew about. Like, give me a call back. So apparently this guy, like in the 70s, was back here in Virginia Beach and bought a whole bunch of these Official Shit credit cards that my dad made, and they were really, really funny. These little cards. I got some pictures of them. I'll show up. I'll put them in the Discord. But you know, credit card that says the card for people who, excuse me, what does it say? So this is a card for people with shitty credit you can't do shit with or something. It was really funny, but it was part of like his official shit notebooks and all that. So anyways, on that journey to look for those cards, because someone called me randomly out of the blue, I went in this box I had in the attic that had more of my dad's shit in it, and I found 2 new notebooks in there, and one of the notebooks had this face in it, like hundreds of faces. So I'm super excited about that. So I found this one. It's going to be dope. I'm thinking like a cool face, like in the clouds, and kind of just like get real nebulous with it. Lose the hard lines and just punch that shape in and out and just draw some fucking clouds. It should be fun. So yeah, I'm going to jump into that here in just a second. But I did put out all my prints finally. So if you're waiting on a print from me, if you had one of my NFTs or you won any one of our competitions, I had to get everything professionally printed nicely. You know, these are the one-of-one prints, most of these. And I sent them out this Christmas. Well, last week. Missed Christmas. I wasn't trying to deal with the post office for Christmas. Had way too many things to button up with all the businesses. But I did get them out. Everyone's been receiving them. Super cool. But this was the first like collaborative face piece I did with the intentions of Cleanthus Studios, like really revitalizing this. This was the 5-year anniversary of my dad's death, and I did this piece. So I really leaned into this, like, I'm going to make a digital tribute piece for the first time. That was June 25th when I finished this, which is really cool. Because now looking at it, that was in 2021. So now here we are, over a year later. Now we're in 2023, so a year and a half later. And I've done a shitload of these. I sold all of them in New York City. So I made 10 collaborative faces like this. Sold them all in New York City, where my dad is from, which is super cool. It just feels really good, And yeah, now I've been making these. I have a little show going. Have a fucking show. My dad would have loved this. He would have been on this show with me, like right here, being so ridiculous, like saying crazy shit and loud and rambunctious, just like funny, wild shit that I think we'd have like been real popular already, But you got me instead. I'll have to do. But so I'm gonna work on this new piece tonight. I brought this guy up just to kind of talk about sending out all those other ones, which is pretty cool. And the prints were beautiful. I'll post some of those in the Discord too, and probably on some of the social channels. So really exciting. Like, it was a big step. Send out a bunch of prints and like put them in people's hands. The first time in my life, like quite a few people have prints of my art now, and they're really excited. Like that mushroom one was a major hit. Doing some commissioned work as well. I did that one giveaway. I did that on the stream a bit, and then now, I just gonna do one just for me tonight, just for fun. Haven't done that in a while. So, all right, cool. Let's see. 10 out of 10 on the mushroom art for sure. Hey, how's the audio sound? I know I just went on a whole discourse before like actually making sure that was good. Sorry about that. One day we'll get real serious with this show. All right, but jumping in. Awesome. Good to hear. So, on the other sides of my life, Epic Made just got a nice sizable world building and a lore building video game based NFT project, which to say I'm fucking excited about would be a monstrous understatement. I feel like this is one of those times where there's like all these things coming together with my skill sets and with my experience and with the things I love, right? This like real ikigari, I think is the term, where like the world needs it, you love it, you're great at it, and you can make money with it. And like it's like this fucking amazing. It's like the sweet spot. That's where I am in my life right now with this, and feels awesome, frankly. So just feeling good today, friends. Fair, I appreciate that you would have said something. I know that doesn't mean. I think my apologies were for the thought that I was so engrossed in what I was saying that I wouldn't have looked to see you tell me that no one can hear what the fuck I'm saying, like I've done many times in the past. So that was what that was about. Anyhow, have a strange face to doodle on. This is true. I am good. How's everyone else doing? Is everyone else good? Feeling good on this lovely Wednesday? Derek, you seemed like you guys were doing good. Andy, just chatted with you. Let me see something. Just playing with the color balance and the waves, or the levels and the waves. Curves, waves, whatever. It's gonna make, because I really just want to get the color off the face, not the, I don't really care for that yellowy shitty photograph I took. I might pull it off in 2 channels. Actually, that probably would work well. But to save myself some extra time, just taking an actual good photograph, you know? So my dad made this in January of '73. Wow, that's really cool. I just saw the date on there. So in 1973, January, maybe January 4th. Wouldn't that be something? In '73, so exactly 50 years ago. Is that how that maths out? Yeah. I am happy today, friends, for sure. Glad you noticed. Yeah. 50 years on the month, maybe even the day. That's pretty neat. Feels like a good omen. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else feeling that? Let's do this. Except for my brain is not where it should be functioning currently. I'll get through that in a second. Okay. I want to keep the blue though. Wow. It's fun to slide these around. Save this signature for later. Just gonna start with cutting all this off real fast. So I have less like a wide range of pixel data to be dealing with. Like it's a lot tighter value range here, which is easier to manipulate. Let's do this. feel like I made this more complicated than it needs to be, but sometimes that's the story of my life. What's the lighting in here? It looks alright, I guess. I like to do like a crazy bright layer to see anything I missed, you know? Looks good. I didn't even need to get that specific with it, but it's just the space I was in tonight for some reason. Got my little board, little stand-up balance board. Yeah, these things are fun. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm in a meeting trying to look like a normal, rational human being, and I'm just like, I got a little music going. Oh, shit. Y'all didn't tell me I was on the small screen. Back to the art screen. There we go. The more important part of the show has started. My apologies, friends. Thank you, Andy. That's all right. It's because I was entertaining tonight. You know, some nights I'm like just kind of boring and quiet. You know, so you know we didn't notice. I was the show for a minute there, not the art. You know, it clearly ran its course quickly. So you know, let's get to like some significant material here. Self-deprecating jokes, my favorite. Yes, Derek, we should absolutely put 50 years in there. Ooh, but if I start putting text in there, I like that. It's just the whole takes a different route for me mentally. Let's see. Okay, I can mess with that. Let's see, you got a little crazy something here. Got a little Van Gogh-y swirliness to it, you know? Oh, it really does. It's gonna get fucking cool. Andy, don't take me serious. I'm not taking anything serious. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love this painting, especially like I hadn't looked at it in this perspective, and I really am vibing on it. Dad did some gnarly shit. I just love it. Yeah, so like every once in a while I gotta get back to my like regenerate my core. I stretched myself this year. I feel like crazy, and all of the ways just pushing myself with my business, and this was the one of the hardest things I've done ever. Just building the studio, and then like live streaming was even difficult. Like for a while, I remember the first one, I nearly had a panic attack, which is just funny. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know if I ever shared that. Probably did somewhere. I don't give a fuck. Fucking work. The swirly background is legit. Thanks, Andy. Why is my hotkey not working? It's gonna piss me off. Okay, shift F5. What the fuck? Trying to do the hotkey for content aware fill, but apparently that's not working out for me tonight either. Didn't get much sleep last night and did 10 hours of calls. Life is good. Hey, beautiful. Alright, yeah, this is already gonna be sick. Alright. Why can't I do fucking content aware fill? It has been a blessed journey, Derek. That is for sure, sir. Nah, I have to actually Google search this because I'm irritated. It's probably like an update. They always do that shit. Can't be my fault. That's for sure. Oh, they like fully updated content aware full fill. Which is crazy. I've never used this tool, but we're exploring it together. So it looks like some sort of masking. Okay. So then you like add in what you want it to reference from. I'm surmising, which is crazy powerful. Holy shit. Okay. Peep this. Just learned a new tool. That was an old tool that they made new again. Okay, and then cut that out. Actually, we're going to doing this backwards. So I can change where it references from. I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to make this flow out more. All right, so, and this is a type of AI that Photoshop has adapted and built into their programs, right? So this is, it's basically taking this data over here, reading it, and outputting something we should like to be cohesive from the end there. So let's see how it works. This is allowing more control than it ever did before. See it, like how it's painting just that. So if I add in this right here, so the green is what it's referencing on the left, and that's the data it's going to output on the right, on the area that I selected on the canvas. See? So then I'll do another part with the purple over here. Okay. Oh, I can edit it. Oh, right here. Oh, this is so cool. All right, so like, so I just hit apply, right? And it just added the pixels up there. So now I want to update this, but I don't want to use that part. Okay, this is actually pretty intuitive. I'm excited about this. Good job, Photoshop. You did something really cool, and it didn't confuse the shit out of me. That's what happens when you get old, you know? You get set in doing things your ways. Interesting. I low-key hate that. So let's see what happens here. I don't even know if I low-key hate that. It looks atrocious. I'm probably just going to draw it in. Come on, thing. You can do better than that. It's alright. We'll take it for now. May cause unexpected results. Well, it looks better, so we'll go with it. Cool. Go team. So that's what happened. They got rid of the hotkey. So I'm not crazy yet. It's not entirely my fault or something. Oh, it like rendered a couple different layers. Fascinating. Oh, onto separate layers at that. Sweet. Okay. Did that make sense, Derek? I know you said explain. It's trying to be explanatory. That didn't work. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put a fit. Like the letters are gonna swirl into a 50, Derek. This is the 50-year anniversary of this piece being started by my father. That's so cool. I love it. You should love it. That's cool too, huh? Doesn't it? It feels good. Nailed it. I have this other there we go. Another pad to put my tablet on here, my drawing tablet. It's a little less loose. I gotta get that for myself. I love Dad's color changing artwork on the ceiling. That's dope. That might be too direct. Let's see. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, talk about that some more in a bit. Face. I had a network error, or you did? What'd you do that for, Derek? I was really missing the old man over the holidays this year. Him and Son especially. Found myself just talking about both of them a lot. It's crazy to think, you know? Sit down and really process it all, that like more or less they all went on the same journey as you, that you're still going on, and then they're gonna die. Or they died, and same with you, right? So, and then I start to think like, how do they exist now? You know, in this world, obviously, whatever they are, spiritually remains to be seen in the next movie, as it were. But, you know, thinking about like, well, here and now, like, what does her life have? You know, what does his life mean, and what did it mean to the people that are still here? And how did that influence things? Like, I've thought about that shit a lot. And it makes me want to do more art and leave more things behind, you know, like this stuff, and like, you know, for my son or my grandson or my, who knows if my lineage continues or not, you know. But when I do stuff like this, or anybody does, it leaves behind a knowledge legacy that is even more valuable than DNA, I think. So, you know, assuming I do impart some knowledge somewhere, somehow, something worth hearing, repeating. Who knows? Just a guy. Currently, there is a face of pure blissful happiness over here in the corner. That is going to be my contribution on a little tree. Just going for art's sake tonight. Yes. Yeah, that is the thing. Little man blood sacrificed a goat, and 3 things you need to survive. A haunted mansion, for the record, with a crowbar. It was one of those things you never think you're gonna hear. But it made sense. Like, if you're in a haunted mansion, like, you know, what else are you gonna do to protect yourself? Like, you know, ritual blood sacrifice. Life is beautiful. Get rid of that line for now. think I'm gonna get extra crazy with it tonight. I'm gonna back this up. I'm gonna back the face up. So I'm just gonna get after the little smudge tool now for a little bit. It's too smudgy right now. We need about half the smudginess down here in the 65 range. Wow, look at that. It's like the way my dad shot it. It was looks like it was like water on there in a reflection. Turns out my dad and my mom's dad on my other side, my grandfather, but not my dad's father, was a photographer. That's pretty cool. My dad did a bunch of photography work, actually. He's big into film. Blur tool. I can just do this. Actually, I want to do some stuff to the background before I merge them. I lied. Going back. Cool. I'll keep them separate for now. Dude, it's crazy. I keep thinking how crazy it is. I want to keep... I don't know. I just keep thinking about how crazy it is, though, that this was, like... My dad did this potentially almost exactly today. 50 years ago. That just seems really fucking cool to me. So something I find a bit difficult is trying to like really merge like realistic lighting like on the face, like hey, this pink light is coming from this side and going this way. Now that also with like a crazy depth, insane punch of like who knows what's going on, and you know, all mixed into the same piece and making it work. Like I think that's really the trick of the art, the art style I'm attempting to master. I don't know anyone else that really does that, so it feels like a good thing. And if it's, you know, regardless of which, I don't really even care about that as much as it's like I want to do something that challenges and excites me. Because I'm only going to be here a short while. Might as well make the best of that. we're gonna do levels on this. Actually, I have to fucking adjust this first. So they've updated the clone stamp tool a bunch now too, which I need to get more brushed up on. It's a proximity match. See how well, like that up there makes this work a whole lot nicer. Apparently if you hit spacebar too many times in a row, my G-force whatever shit comes up. All the G-forces. It's a video card if you're not into PC builds. I guess they're probably in Macs too, I don't know. I use proper computers. I don't know what they put in Macs. We have our own proprietary, unique piece of hardware that we paid someone to put our logo on that does the same thing as somebody else's shit. That's probably not the case at all. It's ignorance, pure ignorance. I think I should put on my profile that I had on there for a while that you know, I'm a terrible comedian as one of my job descriptions. Like, I do art and I run a business and I'm a shitty comedian. Always fancied myself a bit of a comedian. Especially in, you know, middle school. Just getting all the trouble. Got ISS all the time for talking too much. Probably would have gotten more trouble if I didn't make great grades, so. And let's mark it, they can't break or get viruses. But I will say those old metal ones were legit. I missed it, dude. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Sorry about that. I need to like pull the chat in, just the chat. Can I do that? There might be a way to do that and have it like on my screen. I'm just like death staring into the screen all the time. Oh, okay, I'm with you now. Yeah, market they can't break or get viruses. Yeah, obviously they do break and get viruses just like every other computer. Come on, human beings can't have nice things because of other human beings. The metal ones were cool though. I did like the old metal ones. They just felt more substantial. Just purely from an appreciation of design aspect. Those old metal ones were definitely legit. I remember when they first came out when I guess I was in college. One of my buddies like, yeah, man, check out this iPhone. It's going to innovate. You can just update the whole operating system and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I didn't really care. I don't know. I hated Apples already at the time because I was sick of using them for design. And it was like this de facto thing. I already knew how to build PCs, and I felt like Apples were just like this technology that people use because they weren't good at technology. It was like, this is unintuitive because I actually know what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I just found it frustrating the whole time. And then I never found that they did anything particularly different. There's not really a feature set on an Apple that you can't do on anything else. So, but maybe I'm missing something. Anyways, the background reminds me of a cherry blossom tree in the wind. I think it does, Mr. Derek. I think I'm already getting lost in the weeds of this a bit. Got ahead of myself with all that pink. Bet I make some specially derpy faces sometimes when I'm drawing. I'm like, I always think about that. What was we were chatting earlier with Ivy, and she froze in this really ridiculous position. So I screenshot it and sent it to her. And she said my buddy John that introduced us, that works for us at Epic Made, he helps us with all the sales and some marketing and all. He's kind of just the guy that helps me get shit done when it's when I need some specialty help on some shit that nobody knows what they're doing, right? We're just figuring it out, which is like half of entrepreneurship, if you're ever wondering. You're just like, well, we'll figure it the fuck out. Like, it's a whole ecosystem of people with that mentality, among other things, obviously. But anyways, but super funny. Yeah, the whole thing for me when I'm doing these is just like balancing the order with the chaos in a way that's appeasing, even if you don't know why. Maybe that's the definition of art. Foot's hurting me. Been going hard again on the running. Did a little 7-miler to bring in the new year. It's crazy. It's like 12K. It's 12K? Oh, it's over a 10K. Forgot to share this on Facebook. Is there a link that you can just share this straight to Facebook? Like Derek or Andy on your phones? I'll just fire it up on Facebook anyways. Here we go. Fired it up. I just remembered. Maybe Facebook people want to see me too. You know, who knows? Need a break anyways. Give me a second. Let me stare at this piece over here. So I have it like on this other monitor too, so I can see it big and zoomed out real good because this monitor is a little tiny. Just posting this nice piece. All right, now we're live on Facebook. Should have been doing that the whole time, but whatever. Sue me. Good to go. All right, so back into the art. I really think so. I'm trying to have this face, you know, come out of the background here, right, and just come to the foreground, and then this other like little tree facey thing in the background going the other way. So the whole thing's kind of punching forward, which will be cool, which just means I need to push a good amount of this down here back. So let me put some darkness above this. Just a little darkness. Ooh, like a dark pink. Sounds real nice. Okay. I'll make this a little more intelligent shortly. So again, I'm just trying to make some dark space back here to bring the face to the foreground. So I'm gonna blur this up a little bit if I know where that freaking window went. Filter, blur. God, okay. So that just sort of softens the edges a little bit, lets me decide a little better where I want to put this. That'll do. And then I think over here is too thick. Okay, that's cool, Andy. That works. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it for sure. Really trying to like get this out there more. I'm just having fun with it, and you guys reminded me how much fun that I was having with it at a certain point in the year, and I needed that. Thanks for seeing me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And like I literally needed this. I'm getting rejuvenated doing that. This like that's how you know. That feeling you get. Dude, my wife told me this shit too, that like I should be doing this. And then it took you guys telling me to listen. One of these days, I could save myself years of hard labor of figuring crazy shit out if I just listened to my wife the first time, you know? It's one of those fun lessons I'll never stop learning. So, it's all good. It's all good. What up, Ashley? Got my Jason Swank super sweet bottle here. Got it on my retreat. Swank's gonna be on the show next week. So I'm a part of this really amazing mastermind. It's called they just called it like they rebranded it. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'm in it though. But it's by Jason Swank, and I joined it last year. Mastermind thing. Just trying to connect with other entrepreneurs that, probably knew more shit than me, right? Like that's the goal. And wow, it's just been like really powerful. I made some amazing connections. Lisa that was on the show, I met her through there. Let's see, who else? I probably mentioned that in the show now that I think about it. But long story short, it's been amazing. So I invited him to come on my show. He has the digital agency. Let's see, it's a podcast as well. Ivy will post about them, but a really amazing podcast for running creative agencies. Just all you could want to know to help scale and grow your digital agency, essentially. I sounded just like a commercial. I didn't mean to do that, but that's like what it what it really is fucking doing. Like they deliver. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I'm excited to have him on the show next week. You guys will like it. It'll be a really good conversation. I have some loose ideas about what I want to do for his art, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna lean heavier into some AI things. See how that pans out. The conversation around AI has got really heated lately too. It's interesting. A lot of people are stressed. I remember Paul bringing it up before it was like really on the big radar and shit. I started this show, I didn't even really know what it was, and I kind of learned about it through last year. So, it's a wild world out there in the AI business. I don't even have any clue. Like, it's just a lot. Is it me? Sure. Sure, little Livy. I don't know. Are you? Yes, I think maybe it's me. My dad used to draw himself a lot, and as I'm aging, I find that I look more and more like him, even though I didn't think that I did most of my life. But I think it was mostly just that he had a big ass nose. It just kind of threw the whole thing. So yeah, it could be me, because I think, there's probably... And they do say artists typically draw themselves. If you, look at an artist's work, so often they literally are drawing themselves, which is pretty fascinating as well. But, I mean, if you're going to draw, a human face, what do you know best? Your human face. In a time when we have mirrors, I suppose, it's been quite a many years. I'm sure of that. So I think it might be fun to run these up onto the head, Like a wispy one that goes out that way. He did these, the way he did hair was always borderline psychotic. It's just almost violent feeling to even trace over. Crazy fucker. I don't know if that's working. We're gonna see. color burn. And I'm gonna do way less of a color burn. I don't know. It's a little much. Okay, yeah, it's looking good. Mastering the art of talking to yourself. It's a whole nother level of sit here and talk. It's a thing. Like I never even considered it being a thing, because I don't shut the fuck up most of the time in our day-to-day life. So, but it's definitely not an easy thing to do. It's really not. Like, what do I sit here and continue to talk about for 3 hours once a week? Especially when, like, you know, I know at least 2 of the people watching on every week have heard most of the stories before. Or were there for some of them at this point, which is even better. Decided to kick things off tomorrow, having another meeting with the marketing company who was helping me promote these videos. Brim Media, they're fucking amazing. Their CEO is Audra. She's amazing. Like, one of those people that just love, like, she's super good people, but like on the business side, like a profession side, she fucking like loves social media. Like, you could just tell by the way she, like, her eyes lit up when she talked about it. She was trying to, like, yeah, I really like social media. Like, she just gets it. It's fun, and you can tell it just comes across. Like, and she knows her shit, which is like that's the pinnacle of the whole thing, right? You love it, you really know it, you know how to make it work. So, just like really excited about that. So, got all these good things happening with Epic Made this year. I think we're really last year was fun. You know, we launched our comic. We did some cool shit. We got some amazing new clients, new work. Did a couple pieces for Shopify last year with our friends, with Lisa that I was talking about, with Quantios. They're a super cool company, so we're working with Quantios and a couple other amazing agencies. Zoe Group out of on the West Coast. We do a fair amount of stuff. A lot of people, so it's been a blessing. We got we're doing this piece right now for the WWE that's going to come out soon. That's so fucking cool. So we've been super excited to get that. Second piece for the WWE, like, it's funny because when I started really wrestling, like, and I realized that you can't pin someone by holding their knee and laying on them. I was like, that wrestling stuff, it's all fake, so I went through, I don't know, most of my adult life really just like not truly appreciating what wrestling is. The like level of acrobatic theater that it is I mean, it's fun. I mean, these people are tremendous athletes. I mean, I can't, I'm not really super into like the I don't know, like the storytelling of it. Like I don't really like a lot of anime, but I can appreciate like the art, right? Like, so that's kind of what I'm saying about wrestling, and the athleticism that you have to be able to flip and do all the crazy shit and slam into each other. It's like, oh, but the ring's padded. Like, yeah, not for a 300-pound man jumping off a ladder onto your stomach. Like, yeah, it's not that padded. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I've been engrossed more and more in WWE past 2 years as we've done a few projects for them, and it's just interesting to have a different appreciation for it now as a grown ass man, as it were. I think I qualify somewhere around the edges. Do some good adulting still. I hear the term adulting really gets people's goats, especially like boomers. Probably, yeah, probably mostly just the boomers. That's alright. Who wants to be all adulting all the time? Literally sounds boring. Just glad I ended up being an artist for a living. Yeah, more or less. In the art world, whether or not I'm for a living artist is I am a living artist, right? It's a fun thought experiment. Yeah, I just have an unlimited license to be myself because that's what people expect out of an artist. They want to be a little weird, a little eccentric, a little unique. I was talking to have I met any of my superstars? Ooh, great question. Yeah, and sorry, yeah, we are doing work for WWE. Thanks for pinging me twice, Andy. Sorry about that. So we're doing a little fight scene animation. That's the one we're working on now. And we did a whole animation for The Undertaker either last year or the year before. It turned out like so fucking cool. That's on our website if you get bored. Epic-made.com. But yeah, my superstars, like I really want to meet Stefan Sagmeister. He was one of my superstars. Chris Metzen would be really cool to read. I think that's how you say his last name. And Boris Vallejo, Julie Bell. I mean, they're like phenomenal artists that like really inspired me in the creative space and just in general, right? Like their art just like fucking is dope. So yeah, let's see who else. I met Aaron Draplin. He's amazing. It's super. I didn't mean to sound all like hip, like not hyped on that. He's super cool. That's a lot of people's like favorite designer. He's a really cool dude. AIGA Hampton Roads, the chapter I'm affiliated with, just before I joined the board, had him come. Same thing with Stefan Sagmeister, actually. He's an amazing designer. He's more my flavor because it's just like all crazy. Like his shit's crazy. Like it's like the definition of crazy. If you guys haven't ever heard of him, you should look that up. I riffed on his like Stefan Sagmeister on a binge, like he's on a couch like doing this. He's just on a binge, right? So he has like a before and after Photoshop. Actually, I gotta show this off right now because this is like this singular piece actually really inspired me in my design career. Sagmeister on a binge. What's the piece? Here it is. So we had this at in our gallery at ODU. So let's see. So that's like this is the poster, right? It's funny. So it's like a Photoshop, photo manipulation, which is my favorite shit. And yeah, it's got all that stuff. Yeah. So right, so this is like he's on a binge versus normal. He, like fattened himself up a little bit and like eating all this trash and like, but it's all neat and organized and all of his thoughts and whatever over here. I don't know what this is for. I think it was some event poster. But so what I did in tribute to that, more or less. Did I ever show you guys this? It's on like a lot of my profiles and shit. But I just got a big print of it, which was pretty cool. But I don't think I've ever showed it off on the stream, so I'm gonna show it off on the stream. Let's see. I'm gonna find this because it's I just can't remember where it's at. It's gonna be in my art. Here it is. So Sagmeisters, and then that's where I got the inspiration to do mine. Which John shot the photographs for me in the garage. We staged it out. Well, all of this is Photoshop. The only thing that was there was the couch and me. And then when this Bernie meme went around, I dropped him in there for fun. Uh, messed it up a little bit on accident right in there, but whatever. But yeah, oh, here's the process. So that was I took my beard and photoshopped it off that picture onto the other one. These are stock images I bought to make the whole thing come together. That was a bit of the hair that I used, I think, to add in my hair. A bonsai tree. This guy, look how crazy this dude looks. Anyways, so let's see. Here. I like to show this off. So this is the first picture of me on the couch, no edits, right? Second picture of me on the couch, no edits. Put them together. Change out the hair. Face went too far. Just didn't look like me. So did more to it. You know. Added in a bunch of crazy shit over here. This is just like every time I stopped, I screenshotted basically. Right, I added in the cat, played with some stuff. Could just keep making little tweaks, but this is the final. So I got my last fucking fire over here. All the alcohol and things to pass the time. I updated my business plan here, all that. But this was so much fun. So, anyways, yeah. So I don't know why I'm on a tangent on that. That was my hero. Sagmeister was the first person I got excited about in the creative space. Got me more excited about Photoshop too. He's a designer, but like not in like he doesn't do like graphic design work. You know what I mean? Like none of his shit's like that. It's all like really next level, crazy like photo manipulation kind of stuff. Which is my jam. Oh, that's a good idea. I see a man in a blizzard with a big fur coat with the wind blowing behind him. Yeah, I'm having that vibe too. My dad used to always love the like ink blottish characteristics of the art, you know, that he made in these drawings that he did. Like people would just see whatever they saw, right? So that's kind of some of this with me. That it's just like I see a little something and I try to pull it out. And it's kind of cool because I have that ability, right? AI can't do this yet. Can't mine my mind of art. Oh yeah, wait till the AI can literally like connect to your brain synapses, yeah? Like, and just generate whatever you're thinking about on a screen. That'll be fucking crazy. think this pink was overzealous. I think it was throwing off what I was trying to do here. So, color. Just realize like how these all look exactly the same. I don't currently care for that. Oh, you're saying this, Andy, you're saying this giant sperm stare. You're saying this foreground is like a coat. Oh, I sort of see that even better. Okay. Wow, that just jumped out at me. I think you were saying that. I don't know. I'm feeling it now, though. Maybe. coming together. Hopefully. I don't know why I'm like doing shit out of order. Adding in highlights where I even have all the base colors in. It's like I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. I'll probably make a texture layer out of the original one of these and lay back over the top of the whole thing at the end too. I think that'll look pretty sweet. Really feeling these. I'm really just having fun with this tonight. It's fucking cool. So thankful for this one. Appreciate you guys nudging me to do a piece of face art. I would not be doing this tonight if it wasn't for Derek and Andy. Yeah, I think something happened. I was trying to push too hard to like sell prints and shit. I think that's where my head got stuck, and like to make this like have monetary value directly, as opposed to just accepting that it like really charges me, and that's all the value it needs. And if I want to do other things with it, cool. But like, you know, there's a part of art, at least for me, that just feeds my soul, feeds my happiness. Like I think we're all creators and creatives in our own right. We need that little bit of something somewhere. Some people that's their kids, some people that's their profession. And, you know, your kids can get dangerous, right? Like you can lose yourself in that. I've seen that. But you know, everyone's got a thing, you know. Some people write code, some people do dance, some people, you know, lay tile or do painting or, you know, all the things. Like I always like to be making shit myself. Participating in it. I just like butcher the nose. I think I did a little bit, yeah. I don't know what the fuck that had going on. He just scribbled over the nose a bunch. I feel like I think I mentioned this at some point last year, but I often feel like one of those. There's an artist out there. Maybe it's a trend, maybe more than just an art. I'm sure it started off with one person that had a good idea, like most things do. Um, but they took like their kids' shitty children's art. That's like a little like dog and like has like 3 ears and like a short leg and like looks all deformed, and then like drew on top of them and made them into like a really good piece of artwork, but retained like the bizarre form. So it's like a photorealistic bird with like its wing like tweaked up, and it's like you know what I mean. It's pretty fucking entertaining actually. But I feel like that sometimes when I'm doing this stuff with my dad shit. Like that, like so do I fix it or do I make it? It's the conundrum. And Dad would say something like, I don't know, do whatever the hell you want. I seem so at ease. Next week's guest is Jason Swank that I was talking about earlier. So he's the guy that started the agency mastermind that I'm a part of, and he has a really, really like a top 10 Google like podcast on like business and agency, digital agency ownership in the business sector on iTunes. I think yeah, like he's been up there a couple times. Like it's an often changing list, but he's definitely ranked on it a few times, and it's really good info on there. So he'll be on. We'll be shooting the shit. He's literally like a professional talk show host. So he sure it'll go really good. Sure it'll be entertaining. So. Oh, excuse me. Back all crackly and poppy. Probably should sit down, but I'm just an extremist, I think. That's the problem with my life. Like they say, oh, standing's better for you, so I'll stand all fucking day. Then all of a sudden it's, you should probably sit down a little. Ooh, it's starting to look good.
You're all done.
Huh?
You're working on Kim's banner?
No, I'm live streaming.
Oh, sorry.
You're alright. Look at this piece. Pretty cool, huh? I'm making a crazy face again.
I like it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Where'd you get this texture?
Oh, it's Dad's painting. It's just one of his random ass paintings I found in a folder when I was like cruising around. And this face, he started, he drew in 1972. 73. 1973, the first.
Wow.
January 73. I just randomly picked it. I didn't even notice that until I was like looking at it. Like on the screen. I'd already gone through 30 of them, picked it out, shot it in, and then I saw the date. So literally 50 years ago, maybe today, but definitely this month.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's trippy.
Yeah, this whole experience is trippy.
Half a century.
Yeah. Still good art. That's super fun. But yeah, I am much more at ease today, Mr. Derek. Thank you for noticing me. Well, I got a lot of the stress off of me today. I really set up some things for success, in 2023. And I needed to do some art that made me feel good tonight and just kind of... So I was just stressing about getting so many things done. And, like, it was coming out of my art a little sideways, if it, so... So I'm going to make this light come this way. Yeah, it is. I just like it's one of my favorite background pieces too. Yeah. And if you want a giant print of it, I can put something together. Just the background piece, I can just blow it up for you. Just originals from the master. Yeah, Dad has some really pretty pieces. I have to like sit down and go through it all one day and organize them. Like it's all just kind of a little haphazardly just collected in different folders on my computer, and like shit, like it just boxes in my house. I need Epic Made to have a record year this year, which it's probably going to, so that I can build a proper art studio workshop in the backyard. so I can store all this and collect it properly. And just be able to do this even better, you know? It's coming this year. This, I love it when it gets to the phase where it just looks ridiculous and absurd. Like, what the fuck am I even drawing? It's my favorite. How did we even get here? Yeah, I think he is.
No. Come on.
Love you. Hey, Sophia. Beard's kind of looking cool. Let me get in the chair. See if that helps. I love it when the faces come alive too. Until now, I never knew a nose without a point could still look good and work. Yeah, it's an interesting nose. I don't know if Is it working? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I hadn't really looked at it a lot. These eyebrows looks a little special. I don't know why I decided we needed eyebrows, but fuck it. Here we are. Eyebrows. Bro, stand back and take a look. Looks like he had longer hair on the top down here. He's looking over his left shoulder. Let's see. Sorry. Totally went on 10 tangents in my brain. ADD is fun. Cool. Yeah. I can kind of follow it. Looks like he had longer hair on top. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I'm just trying to darken up the beard now and make it look a little more like facial hair, just a touch. Like, you know, I don't want to get crazy, so I think it's like just using color mode, so it doesn't. It changes the color more than anything else. And if there's no color, it'll lay it in, but I think it just helps make a little more consistency in the beard color, you know. So these are my thoughts. I really like the background on this one too. I'm gonna grab this like texture and pull it off of here too and throw it back on top when I'm done. It's gonna be beautiful. God, this is probably close to being done. Although I don't like overthink it too much, you know. I don't know if that's making sense. So yeah, pink would come this way on the eye. Okay, yeah, I can make that work. Probably. Whatever. I'll come back to it. I'll leave it alone. It can be something weird. It can be weird. I forget that sometimes. That's the part that's most liberating about doing this type of art. Like with my dad's shit, is like I can just do whatever the fuck I want. There's not rules, right? Like I don't have to like make sure something makes sense. It doesn't need to make any fucking sense. It's art. In fact, I think some of the best art blends that consciousness of like it makes sense and it doesn't make sense, you know? Sometimes I forget to change the color. That don't help me out. Sometimes I try to change the color and it doesn't work. Also not helpful. Oh, this is going to be pretty cool, I feel like. Man, I just had such a good day today. So good. And it was not like not stress-free. I've been stressed the fuck out. I mean, not entirely, but it's interesting. But like when you're doing the right things And you're getting, it's like working out, you know? And you're getting those gains. When you can see the gains and feel the gains, it feels good. What do you want, cat? You ain't going in the garage? Turkey? Thinks he can just go in the garage and hang out all night. I don't trust his ass in there. Fuck my shit up. Cats. I'm just adding in a little bounce light. Sorry, this is all highlights on the hair from what I have this bright white, like kind of pinning straight down to this forehead, kind of radiating off. There's a little dip there, maybe a little highlight there. The old man. Shit is just fun. Oh, brow. Let's see. Might make sense to her. LOL. Hard to describe. Looks like the background that's coming over his forehead and the streaks that go down the left side of his head. Okay. I think I saw this guy at the corner of Witch Duct in Newtown. You might have. There's there's some characters out that way from time to time I've seen. Dude, we gotta go to the Norfolk Drawing Group sometime, Derek. I think we'd love that. Let's just go one night. Let's go paint and draw. It'll be fucking cool. We should all go do it. I think that'd be fun. That would be really fun. Yeah, this is what I should be doing most of the time. I think I'm going to start doing these faces while I'm talking to guests. I think that worked really well with Gage. And I can always offer to like do a portrait of somebody. I would, like that's pretty much all the same to me. Um, you know, so bringing in like, hey, I can do your. I should just do the guest portrait every time, unless they want something else. That's what I should do. And just make it a Cleanthus explosion of color and craziness. Oh man, I so needed to do this. So cool. This one's coming together, guys. Fuck yeah. Can't believe my dad did this 50 years ago. That's fucking cool. I don't care who you are. That's cool. If you don't think that's cool, then you're not cool. Can't wait till like some actually really good artists like get up on here and blow my shit up and be like, yo, you're doing this tool wrong. I see people like bitching about like, oh, you should work non-destructive, and it's like, dude, I just like leave him alone. Let him push his pixels around however he wants on his page. There's like some kind of way to like edit shit in Photoshop. It's basically smart objects and mask and shit. So it's non-destructive, and it's like supposed to be some kind of elite shit or whatever. I just don't care. I'll make a backup layer. Anyway, that was my small rant. Would it be better if my whole screen here was just the screen grab? Like this was the whole screen, more or less? Just had me thinking, you know? Also, you have the whole piece of art being shown on the little thummy nail. Stuff was so annoying to edit before I knew the hotkeys that Ivy saved my life with. Yeah, just hold this button. Like, I'm trying to do that for a fucking month. Oh yeah, just being me. Absolutely, Derek. That's my speciality. I tried to be something else before. I was terrible at it. I can't be nobody else. It's good though. I'm pretty cool, so I'm alright with it. Designed it that way. like sticks, like hair strands of thick sticks. Jesus. Try to do a little Gaussian blur. I thought maybe the last time I did it was it wasn't 150 pixels. I don't need that much blurring currently. Kind of like this random hole. I don't know why. It's not really supposed to be hair, more just like this wispy material that's like coalescing into creating him in my head. I actually really hate this. That was too much. Let's just go with it though. Sometimes it's gotta, rock with the flow, you know? Sometimes you just rock and flow too far. You know? I feel like the face needed to just like dematerialize a bit. It was getting all too much in there, trying to be something. I like it like losing itself into the art somehow. was trying to get too serious, you know? Can't be having all that. I just kind of like allude to the idea that something is almost like it's trying to materialize here, you know? It's like a little ghostly or something. I think it's cool. Dude, it is a really fun piece. I'm like breaking free with it here. I love it. It's fucking weird. Like extra weird, you know? That's what Dad liked. He liked the extra crazy weird art. No big deal. Just finishing his sketch he did, and you know, the existential journey. See, what happened was he, you know, knew I was going to do this one day because he was psychically gifted, and he created all this cool art for me to run from and run with. Excuse me. From maybe for a few years as well, but with now for sure. Why not? People believe crazier shit. I've heard them on the internet. People be getting crazy with their beliefs. But your beliefs can't be crazy, only theirs. Especially if they're different crazy beliefs, you know what I mean? I think I'm funny. I might have mentioned that before. This shit's coming along. Yeah, dude. This is sick. Yeah, I think I will do a little vignette on the end of this one. Didn't even use any of my Pix and Perfect stuff today. Let's see, hairbrushes. Oh, close hair. I don't really like that. Sometimes I get carried away. Like, yeah, that pink would not be hitting there. I'm just having fun drawing pink and not really thinking that pink should go here. Yeah, this is what I need to be doing with my life. This is fucking fun. I don't know where I went on an adventure to. It looks ridiculous. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I like this a little better like that. I just like it being implied a little more than anything, you know? Could you like possibly? Oh yeah. It popped to the face. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I just saw that. I'll pop the face for you, Derek. It's a little too much. That's a wee much there. I almost like really like dissolve. Almost. Not entirely. Alright, yeah, let's look at some finishing options. I can get into the weeds of all this shit for forever. Let's get over here. Turn on some backups. Let's grab that jammy. So this portion from like here in was the original work of my dad's. If you weren't here for the beginning of the show or whatever. So I added this other parts over here using content aware fill, which was cool. New updated version of that confused the shit out of me momentarily because I didn't know they'd updated it. But once I started using it, like it was way cooler than it used to be, which was a pleasant surprise. Looks fine-ish. So here, let's see. What do I think will be cool on this? I was gonna try something with this. Let's try auto. Let's desaturate. Let's play with the levels. Doing some blend if here. Let's see how this works out. That's not how I envisioned that. No, I'm not gonna do it that way. So on this one, I want to have the shadows come through. I'm not sure that's doing what I want to do. It is not. Alright, get my head right here. Sometimes I just have to think of how I want to execute this. Like what I'm trying to do is add this like painty texture to the whole thing without really destroying the art. But I think I'm gonna have to try it a little different. Let me find another piece of my dad's that's got a great texture. Actually, live stream art. I think I did one in 2022. The distorted. Nope, not distorted. It was resilient. I think Gage was on this show. Gage Mitchell, my buddy. So I'm just gonna open that up and steal the layer off of there that I made from my dad's artwork. Cause why do it twice? What's up, Brian? Yeah, yeah, had a cool splattery. There it is. Cool, I can make that work. Turn resilient off. No. Oh, I didn't show you. So the lucid dream one's cool. I think I'm gonna do this one next. So this is a painting of my dad's. That just it's like the Joker, but like as what I think of what I called it. It was in the Faces of a Mad Artist collection, but I want to turn it into something else. It looks like I started kind of roughing out the edges from the creature, the darkness from Legend with Tom Cruise. If you ain't seen it, that's a good movie. Tom Cruise like 19. It was so cool though. I really liked it. Not really a Tom Cruise guy in most cases, but alright, so I think this is cool. I think it's a little big texture wise for the piece. That did not exactly occur how I was hoping it would. Alright, so copy layer style. Clear layer style. Merge. Paste layer style. Okay. I can do better. Funny. Was this thing I needed to chat with Gage? I hadn't caught up with him. Maybe the last time I actually like caught up with him was when we did this show. And this was the piece that I need to go get access. I need to go figure out how to make work from. So crazy how the world works, you know? Princess Leia and the Joker had a baby. That's awesome. Yeah, that other piece is pretty wild looking. I think it'll be fun to mess with that one. So this is still looking a little bright. Do a little screen. It's just a little something to tie it all in. Yeah, you don't want it too much. I think in the darker spaces, I want it to just disappear. Yeah. So I'm doing the blend if on the darker spaces. Then I want to come up here and do a adjustment layer of hue and saturation. I want to make this bitch pop. Okay. I think I'm almost done. What do you guys think? How you feeling on this one? Thanks, Andy. I appreciate that. I almost wonder what like a big blob of like a nice golden yellow would look like over here. Oh. Trying to see if I can make this work a little better. I think I'm just gonna dump some yellow right here. My Photoshop hates me right now. Is literally like not responding. Oh shit. Hopefully I don't lose all my work. Yo, back in the day, I used to have this laptop. I think I told this story one time, at least before. But I had this amazing little laptop, and I worked it to death. Like, I bought this thing on a credit card when I was in design school. And, like, it got so bad, there was, like, a palm print worn out where my hand would stay, like, the chrome metal looking finish was gone. The freaking battery had died. It was so bad that you couldn't have the battery in the thing. You had to pull it out. So, like, there was no momentary, like, your computer's still running. So I'd be working on a piece of design work for 2, 3, 4 hours on the couch, got the laptop on my lap, and I'm moving the fonts around, doing all the things, and I gotta shift my weight and pull the cord right out the back of the laptop, lose the work. And unlike now, like, they have that, like, recovered file, like, whatever thing, they didn't have that shit back in the day. Like, your shit was just fucked. That's it. You didn't get an option. You didn't get to recover your work. So I had to start back over. And, you know, I always just told myself, well, I'm just going to make it better this time or whatever. But it sucked. For sure. Alright, thing. Why is it hating this so bad? But Photoshop didn't crash, so that's good. Let's just close these other pieces of art, see if that helps. Really struggling. Yeah, I don't know why I actually like that. Yeah, I was feeling it just like I don't know, something about this gold just feels really nice. What do I know? It just needed the gold. Don't really know why, but sorry about that. Just wanted to see where my computer was dying at. Oh, the Ethernet. It's pumping out some. Oh, we're getting throttled. That's frustrating. Whatever. Verizon, they just do whatever the fuck they want. Thank you, baby. You need me to get him? You okay? Were you sleeping?
No, not quite yet, but I can't fathom how I'm still awake.
Me neither, babe.
Come on, Jarbo. Stop my kitty. No, you're not going in the garage. You don't.
Thought I was done. Here I am over here getting crazy again. It's cool though. If you don't think it's cool, you ain't looking. Yeah, it does. Zerika gives that old filmy vibe. Man, yeah, it's really just like started to set it off good, I think. This is too much fun. Alright, let's see. No yellow. Flat yellow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like I went to art school or something sometimes. Sometimes, like, I know what I'm doing. Alright. Fuck it. really like this one. Super excited. I'm gonna, the piece I made for Brooklyn, I'm gonna take off of that one. That was in 2022. Let's see. Oh, that was no, that was Brooklyn. So I did this one over the holiday. I made this cool thing, which will work great over here, I think. I'm not sure yet, but I think this is pretty amazing. You think? In there?
Yeah,
You like the crazy thing on 3 sides?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
Alright. Another. Gotta actually finish this up. mixed it up. I like the idea of this, I just don't know if I like the execution yet. So, I'm trying to see if I can make this work. I think I like it. I was just gonna try to go with it, but it was gonna look horrible with that brush. I just wanted to like make this eye pop out just a little better. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I think this will do. Got the Cleantha Studios here. I don't know, what color should we do? Like, we should snag something. I feel like the old ones were too. I went back and looked at them. I printed them all out for the first time. Really, well, not the first time, second time. But really had them sitting in my house for a while. I just feel like they don't need to be so obtuse, you know. Oh, this is vector. Excuse me. Oh wow, all these logos are so bad. Let me close that down. My old, this is pulling from an old vector file I have when I like first worked out my brand mark. There's a lot of questionable decisions in there for sure. Oh, I think that goldy, orangey, yellow would be nice. Yeah. Looks good. Put a tiny little drop shadow on it. Alright, and then I'll sign it in a nice pink. Could have said the date 15 times on this show. I still would have forgotten when it's time to do this. 23. Oh, I noticed on several of my prints, several of them, I put some arbitrary ass date on a couple of the people. Like signed it that way on the live stream and shit. No one even said anything. Of course, I don't think anyone's still here live whenever I get to this phase. You know, I think everyone gets a little tired, which is understandable. This is fun. I think that's it. I think we're in there. Made a piece of art. Okay. Hey, Andy. Yeah, no idea how we all missed that. Anyhow, I think this is skied. I like it. Somebody might like it. I want to print it out. I want to do a thing. Who knows? That'll do. Ooh, we gotta name it. Oh my god, I forgot that part was super fun. Name. Andy, you got a name? How about I don't know. I don't know. I think we're gonna have a naming competition for it. What's the day? We just did this. 1/4/2021. 2023. Yeah, we'll throw it out to the world and let them name it. That'll be fun. But I like it, and it is done. All right, well, I will see. Let me go back to the big chat. Let's see. Big scene, me, all big. Yo. So as always, the show is sponsored by Epic Made, if you guys didn't know. And that was fun. We made a little piece of art. I'm not totally dead, exhausted, burnt out by the end of this. I actually felt really good. That went really fast. That was super fun. I think I'm going to get back more into these just for fun. I think leaning more into the portrait space is good. I'll do this for guests too, rather than less AI stuff. Just it got a little too crazy, you know. So anyhow, yeah, life is good, and thank you all for checking out the stream. Check out the print store. See you guys next week. Got my guest Jason Swank coming on. We're going to talk about creativity and all the stuff. So that's the For the Love of Creativity segment. This is just freestyle, crazy shit with Colorful Carl, I guess, this show. I'm starting to like try to figure out how I'm going to do all that naming and branding business. But yep. Anyhow, good night, everybody. Good night, Andy. Good night, Derek. Thank you guys for checking out the show, and I'm super glad it was fun. I think everybody enjoyed it. So, peace.